I'm always delighted to be with Saul News. This has been such a leader in the conservative movement and the Republican Party.
Welcome to the Saul's Newsstand News Rewind for April 4th, 2025. Axios reports, Musk will stay on as an advisor post-DOGE, Vance says. Elon Musk will remain a friend and an advisor to the White House after his time directing DOGE's reordering of the federal government is through, Vice President J.D. Vance said in a Thursday interview. Musk is a special government employee who can only work 130 days per year, but Vance told Fox and Friends that the work of Elon is not even close to done. While Vance said Musk signed up for about 6 months of work, he said their sweeping plans for the bureaucracy are not going to happen all in 6 months. The Daily Caller reports, Martha McCallum has to remind Democrat Chris Coons of one unpleasant fact about Social Security. Fox News host Martha McCallum called out Democratic Delaware Senator Chris Coons for ignoring recent findings by the Department of Government Efficiency that highlight rampant waste and fraud within the Social Security system. During an appearance on The Story with Martha McCallum, the host questioned the senator's reaction to recent findings, which include fraudulent payments.
I don't think Social Security is a Ponzi scheme.
Well, let me ask you something.
I think 70 million Americans depend on it for their principal source of income.
That's too bad, because
so
in 10 years...
let me ask you a question,
Senator. Let me ask you a question. You've made a lot of points. Let me ask you something.
Other agencies, I think is immoral.
So you sound like you're pretty okay with all the agencies and how they function. So you say all those millions of people depend on Social Security, so you don't care about the ones that are going to never get it because it's going to be insolvent in 10 years. What have Democrats done? What did Joe Biden's administration do to find the waste, fraud, and abuse in Social Security to try to shore up this important agency? What did they do? Can you tell me?
Sure. So first, Martha, you are presuming widespread waste, fraud, and abuse in Social Security. You haven't offered any credible evidence to support that. I don't believe what DOGE says about virtually any federal agency.
Members of DOGE, currently investigating Social Security for fraud and waste, announced on social media that they have been actively cleaning up that program's records for the past 4 weeks, marking approximately 9.9 million number holders aged 120 and older as deceased, with around 2 million more expected to follow. And finally, Politico reports, Mark Zuckerberg is the mystery buyer of a $23 million D.C. mansion. Mark Zuckerberg is the latest billionaire to shell out tens of millions of dollars for a pricey outpost in Donald Trump's gilded capital. For a month, neighbors in Washington's upscale Woodland Normanstone neighborhood have speculated about the unidentified buyer who paid $23 million in cash for a 15,000-square-foot mansion. The sale was the third most expensive in city history and was shrouded in secrecy, with real estate agents muzzled by non-disclosure agreements. When asked about the purchase, Meta said Zuckerberg will be spending more time in Washington, D.C., and a private home is safer and more convenient. And that concludes your Saul's Newsstand News Rewind for April 4th, 2025. For more political news faster, visit saulsnews.com.